Hi there, I'm Ashlee Doyle from Crinkly Quilts, and in this video I'll be showing you how to cut your fabric and trim your blocks for the Loves Me Knot Quilt. That is this quilt that I have right underneath my templates right here. So we have two templates for this pattern. There is the background template and the melon template. If you have the PDF pattern, make sure you print your templates at 100% scale. Paper templates are included in the paper pattern, but these acrylic templates are also available in my shop, which is linked in the description below. I recommend having a 45mm rotary cutter, and if you desire, you can do it with a 45mm, but this curve can sometimes be easier to cut with a smaller blade like a 20mm and 18mm. I also recommend the Odif Grippy Non-Slip Coating Spray. I spray this on the back side of all my templates, so this side is not sprayed. You can see it shifts around on fabric pretty easily. This side is sprayed and it doesn't budge. Let's get started. First, we're going to cut our background pieces. So you have your strip of fabric, selvages together at one end, folded in half, and I'm just going to line up the bottom edge with my template and then cut off those selvages. And then you just cut your scoop and your flat edge. Okay, so now you have two background pieces. Then I'm going to flip my template over and get as close as I can to that previous cut. Line up your top edge, slice, and then get your scoop and your flat edge. Go. Okay, so now I have 4. Now I'm going to flip it over, excuse me, and cut this one. Then I'll flip, cut this one. So you should get a total of 10 background pieces per width of fabric. Okay, last we're going to cut our fat quarters. So I have my melon template right here, and I like to think of this as 3 different sections. So this section down here, I'm going to cut all my melons in this hot dog position or vertical. And then my next section, I'm going to cut the remaining 3 melons in this horizontal or cheeseburger position. And then this top portion I'm going to use as my squares. So I'm going to cut out my melon. I'm just going to put it down in this bottom corner. Okay, so there's 1 melon, and then I'll cut 6 more across this way, and then so that'll be 7 in this row, and then my second row is going to be these horizontal melons, and I should get 3 in this horizontal section. There we go. So that's how you cut those on the horizontal section. And then up here, I just slice my strips and then cut the squares from there, just as you would cut squares from any other piece of fabric. Now we're going to trim the Loves Me Knot quilt blocks. So these corner squares you want to align with 1 1/4 inches, and then the diagonal line to go through your quilt block.